Welcome to Jakuta's impromptu mini musical. I am Jakuta. The mini musical is about topics. We're talking about Latrice and Quadrika Ann. Quadrika Ann and Latrice. Latrice and Quadrika Ann are both actually baby boomers. Latrice and Quadrika Ann are both baby boomers. Yeah, they are retired now. But both Latrice and Quadrika Ann, I think that's it. We're going to get it right in a minute. Latrice and Quadrika Ann, both baby boomers. And they both went to the same HBCU. Yes, they did. They went to the same HBCU. One pledged AKA. One pledged Delta, Sigma Theta. Oh, yes, yes. And they were not rivals at the HBCU. They just knew of each other because they both were similar, wonderful ladies. Latrice both of them had long, flowing black hair. They did. One was lighter skinned, one was darker skinned. I'll let you figure out who was who. Anyway, in this musical, Latrice unfortunately, Latrice had a stroke. Quadrika had an aneurysm. They both were from the same area. So they both ended up recuperating. And they both ended up recuperating in the same sniff. They both ended up, before they got into their corporate jobs, they both ended up being mentors for other young ladies in their sorority, AKA in Delta Sigma Theta, respectively. They were both rivals, and they both believed in the empowerment and the uplifting of African women. Now, being that they both were mentors for young ladies in their sorority, they got the wonderful privilege of chaperoning a group of sorors to the Freaknik in Atlanta. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, my wall. Well, I worked for a Fortune 500 corporation that blew out one of my wall sockets with all its equipment, and so I had to rig it so I could use the electricity in another room. These group of women to the Freaknik. Why? Because they had a list of expectations for the women that were going to the Freaknik. And it just so happens that although these two women were now corporate women, working for the same corporation, mind you, Latrice and Quadrika Ann, working at the same corporation. Because although they were different sororities, Latrice and Quadrika Ann had the same major. So they had to see each other. And because they went to the same university, they had the same career placement people who encouraged them to apply for the same corporation after they graduated. And they did. And they both ended up being placed in similar departments doing the same thing. So they literally had careers beside each other that mirrored their beginning lives in education. How crazy is that? And then how uncanny that living lives as they lived as young women, they'd end up with two medical consequences. One, had a stroke, and one had an aneurysm. And because they had the same corporate insurance, they ended up in the same SNF, skilled nursing facility, to rehabilitate. This mini musical is about that rehabilitation. Quadrica. Hey, who called my name? Quadrica. Huh? Who called my name? Girl, it's me. Trace. Trace. What you doing here? What you doing here? What you doing here? Girl, I had a stroke. You had a stroke? Latrice, you went to the spin class every day. You went to the spin class. Girl, you were spinning on. You went to the spin class, girl. You were spinning. I used to see you walking in your Aunt Taylor suit, shining, showing your legs off from that spin class. Child, you were spinning. Yeah, but Quadrica, let you tell me I was spinning. Yeah, girl, I know. Yeah, girl, I was spinning. Oh, I was on my third husband that didn't want me. Had 3 kids and one refused to complete high school. You know how I felt about life. No, I felt about education was right, but that one just didn't think it was cool. So yeah, child, I was spinning. I was living a life, but I wasn't winning. Whoa, I was spinning. I was living life, but I wasn't living. And as a result, I guess I got too caught up in other folks' stuff. I refused to say I had enough. I wasn't living. So look at where I'm at, Quadrica. Yeah. Girl, you call me by my whole name, Quadrica Ann. You know I haven't heard that since we was in college. Girl, do you remember the Freaknik? Oh, child, remember when we chaperoned the Freaknik? I thought that was over for us. Quadrica, I remember the Freaknik. I remember the Freaknik. I remember Freaknik. Quadrica. Freaknik. I remember the Freaknik. We had some girls. We had to set right. We had to do the best all I might. I remember the Freaknik, honey. Woo! Shout. All the hoes in the house got holy. Oh, all the hoes in the house got holy. Good drink, be quiet. All the hoes All the hoes in the house that got holy. Nurse, nurse, nurse. All the hoes in the house that got holy. Katrika, if you'll be quiet right now, girl. Did they give you a medicine? What's going on? I know what happened. I know what they did, and I know what we did, and I know what you did. Baby, you got saved and sanctified. I saw you with your corporate stride. You got holy and dignified. But when we went down to Atlanta with our wonderful Lady Black Pride, and we set those children right, we looked around and saw all them black bucks, and our eyes got stuck. But all the hoes in the hospital now got holy. All the hoes in the hospital got holy. We didn't shut and dive. We didn't mix words when we all said, praise the Lord. All us hoes in the house all of a sudden we got holy. Girl, I've been through too much medically to forget about the way I lived in glee. I'm not gonna forget the time we went down to Atlanta and lost our mind. All the hoes in the house got holy. Well, all the hoes in the house they got holy. We all of a sudden done got sick, and we done got holy. We all of a sudden done got sick, and we done got holy. But Latrice, I know what you did that summer. Oh, Katrika, and you ain't changed a bit. Neither have you. And it's not the meds. No, it's not, nor the lack thereof. We are in here to recuperate, but we ain't in here to lie, Craig. It's good seeing you, girl. Well, thank you. It's good seeing you. I thought my life was over. I thought there'd be no one to show up for me. I've been struggling so long. I felt like I was so strong. I thought it was over for me. I thought it was over for me. I did too. I thought it was over and done for sure. I thought it was over and done. I thought there'd be no one else, no one. I'm so glad to see you, girl. I know we've had our different worlds. I thought I'd be alone again. Latrice, what you mean, again? Weren't you just telling me about your family, your third husband? Quadrica, haven't felt anyone in my corner. Huh? Haven't felt anyone in my corner for a long time, a long time, a long time. those people a long time, a long time, a long time. I shucked and jived, bred and fed. I did everything that was in my head to let people know they could stand and stand. I'd be the one behind you, no matter what you could go through. I'd be the one on which you could depend. But I felt no one in my corner. Now let me finish. With this stroke, ain't no use in me to pretend and lying and put no name on you. I haven't felt the support, my friend, until I met that sister broke down, and I could take a head real mess together. Yeah. Oh, we gonna pull it together. Yes. And make, gonna take this mess and make a message of overcoming and take the rest and throw it away. No matter what they say, girl, before you leave, you get my contact information. Already, I ain't talking about that corporate stuff with a retired for now. Girl, I know you ain't talking about going back to the corporation. The slob and sloppy plantation that almost took us out. That ain't what I'm about. No, we gonna work it out together. You know what? It sounds like a plan to me. I'm going to give you my information. My medicine kicking in. I'm glad I saw you, friend. My medicine kicking in. I'm ready to party a while. I need to be changed. Latrika, you are too many things. I need to be changed. I need to be changed. Oh, I'm soiled. I need to be changed. Ooh, my medicine kicking in. I need some help, my friend. Call that good orderly. You know, the one that's for condensate. I need some changing. Maybe a little rearranging.